Hello, everybody. My name is Kristine Stephenson, and I am a recreation coordinator with ACRA. Today, we have a very special guest here to talk to us about a STEM activity that you can try at home. Susan, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, thanks, Kristine. I'm Susan Pierce, and I'm the Parksville Librarian. And today I would like to talk to you about a STEM activity related to a fairy tale. So in some of the videos previous to this, I introduced Tumble Books Library. And one of the books that I recommended that you listen to was The Three Silly Billies, otherwise known as The Three Billy Goats Gruff. Once you listen to this story, the STEM activity that we're challenging you to do is to build a boat so the three Billy Goats Gruff can get away from the troll under the bridge. So Kristine and I have built some boats with materials that we have around the house, and we wanted to share with you how we built our boats. And you can do the same at home with materials you have at your house. So Kristine, we'll start with you and your two boats. Can you explain to us how you built your boats with stuff you found around the house?
Yeah, so at my house, I was able to find a pool noodle. So this is just a little section of pool noodle. This right here is a barbecue skewer, and I just stuck that in there. And then I used a bit of paper and some tape to make a sail.
Wow, I love it. And you can also, around your house, you may have miniature animals made out of plastic, maybe even some billy goats. You can put them on there and see if you can float them in the bathtub or sink.
And my second boat is made out of a cream cheese container. And I took a knife, and so you might need to get an adult to help you with that. And I made a small hole in the top of the lid. And this right here is a chopstick. And I used a hole punch to make holes in my piece of paper. And then I put my paper on my chopstick, and my sail goes through the lid of my cream cheese container. So you could do this with any kind of container that you might have in your recycling bin.
Wow, that's amazing, Kristine. I've got a number of different types of boats that I made at my house with things that I found around the house. The first one I want to show you is this one. So this white piece on the bottom is actually a styrofoam cup. And I cut the styrofoam cup in half with some scissors. And then this little piece that's holding the sail is also actually a barbecue skewer. So I pierced the bottom of the boat with the barbecue skewer. And then this piece that is the flag is actually made of foam. I had some colored foam around my house, but you can use paper or any other, you could use cloth to make a sail. So that's my first boat. And my second boat is similar to Kristine's in that I used a pool noodle. So I cut off just a tiny section of the pool noodle. So the pool noodle can still be used for its original purpose, or if you're taking it to the beach, you just need a very small bit of it. This piece is actually a drinking straw, a plastic drinking straw that I found in my kitchen. And this is a piece of foam again. So I pierced this pool noodle with the straw, and then I made two holes in the foam and put the sail through, or put the straw through the holes in the foam to make this boat. I have another boat which I use different materials. So this one, if you can see, is actually made out of corks. So corks are often stuck in bottles, sometimes wine bottles. So if your parents had some wine over the holidays, you can use the corks, and you just wrap an elastic around the corks, maybe once or twice, so that they're tight to hold them together. Then I took another barbecue skewer, and I made a picture of a butterfly for my flag on a piece of foam, and I pierced the foam with the barbecue skewer, and then I pierced the cork with the barbecue skewer. And so corks are floatable, so this can float. The next two boats that I made are made from sponges. So your mom might have a sponge like this in the kitchen that is used to wash dishes. So what you can do is, I took another barbecue skewer, or you could use a chopstick or use straw. I found this little flag, which is a Hello Kitty pirate flag on the internet, and I printed that off, but you can color and draw one on a piece of paper if you want. Then I pierced the flag with the barbecue skewer and then put the barbecue skewer into the piece of sponge. And these sponges will float as well. The next boat I built is made of straws. So you might have a bunch of straws around your house in the kitchen. I used packing tape or clear tape, which water doesn't seep into. And I used another straw to tape the flag or the sail to. And this flag happens to be made out of foam, but you could also make it out of paper. So you tape with packing tape or some clear tape around your straws to hold them all together. So it looks like this. And straws are plastic, so they'll float as well. The next boat I made is a barge. So you may have seen barges on TV, or you may have even been lucky enough to see barges out on the water. So barges are quite big, and what they do in the water is they haul big loads. So this barge is made out of straws, and this is bubble wrap. Bubble wrap is contained in packages that may be mailed to your house. So lots of times we have packages from different places that are mailed or sent to our house, and we can use the materials inside. This is a piece of cardboard, and it's wrapped with duct tape. Duct tape is a particular kind of tape, and it also protects the surface from water. So you can just tape all that together, and then this will float, and you could easily carry 3 billy goats across underneath the bridge with that. My final boat is my hardest boat. So you may need some help to make this type of boat. This is a Viking boat that I made for the billy goats to cross on the water under the bridge. So Viking boats have these shields, and they also have oars in them. These oars were just made from barbecue skewers. And this is actually just paper. So it's like in the shape of a dragon. You can either just draw that, or you can print a dragon boat image off the internet. And then once you draw it or print it out, I just put a little bit of cardstock or stiffer paper behind it, so it will stay stiff. And then I glued it to this piece, which is actually just cardboard wrapped again in duct tape. And then for the oars, I just put, you could either wrap them in tape, or you could put a little bit of paper on there that looks like an oar, and then wrap that in tape. So this is how you would make a Viking boat. You might need an adult's help to work on that one. It's a little bit harder. So those are my 8 different types of boats, because I wanted to show you there's all sorts of different materials you may have at your home that you can use to make a boat. And hopefully once you finish making it, you can put some little animals on it, or even goats if you have 3 billy goats that are plastic animals at your house. And you can try floating your boat in the bathtub or in the sink to see if it works. So good luck with that challenge. I hope you read The 3 Silly Billies or The Billy Goat's Gruff and make your own boat to help the 3 billy goats escape the troll.
Well, thank you so much for sharing so many incredible boat building ideas with us today, Susan. I hope that kids get to try this at home with materials that they find around their house.